Hello, and welcome to the Compendium of Unnatural and Otherworldly Creatures, where we use art to explore strange creatures that are not of this earth. Today, I come to you from a planet that at first glance does not seem so different from our own. That is, until you look up at the sky. My team and I have tentatively labeled this planet Cloud World. No, this planet is not made of clouds, but the creatures sure are. That's right, creatures made from clouds. Imagine our surprise when the shapes we saw in the sky actually came to life. This entry in the compendium is dedicated to a particular family of animals that closely resemble rabbits from our world. This first depiction you see here, we are calling altocumulus bunnies. These are relatively small creatures, compared to others, that are normally found in herds. They seem to enjoy the company of each other and move together as a group. We've observed these bunnies drifting over fields of vegetation, be it grass fields, flower fields, or forests. One working theory is that they feed off of floating seeds, pollen, or other plant matter particulates that might be found floating through the air. Or maybe they just like the view. It is only a theory. These bunnies seem to be a playful bunch. They can be seen rolling, twisting, and gambling about, seemingly for no reason except for fun. They particularly seem to enjoy chasing each other. It is a delight to witness a herd of altocumulus bunnies. We have several working theories about how these animals operate, as in how they are made of clouds. Our strongest theory is that they are not made of clouds at all, but instead are creatures that have the ability to capture or embody a pocket of air, and by some mechanism, whether magical or practical, can control that pocket of air. We have observed clouds forming that, once formed, reveal that they are, in fact, part of a living creature, such as these rabbits. We theorize that the creature starts on the ground, and once their pocket of air is captured, rise with it, as it is either warmed by the sun or lifted by the surrounding air mass. As the air cools and expands as it rises into the atmosphere, it forms into a cloud. Do these creatures exist on the surface invisible, or do they only take life once their air forms into a cloud? Are they worldly creatures, or some sort of air spirits? We do not know. The creatures you see being depicted now, we have named cumulus rabbits, and are a potential clue into another way that these creatures can be formed. We have observed smaller cloud rabbits form as pockets of cloudy air detach from the main body of a rabbit. These smaller cloud rabbits do not appear to be the same as altocumulus bunnies, simply perhaps young cumulus rabbits, but we are not sure. Cumulus rabbits may be seen together in small numbers or solo. Often they can be seen running across the landscape, most of the time migrating from one place to another. The cumulus rabbits have also confirmed to us that these creatures do in fact eat, as we've observed them consuming large plant matter, such as trees. We do not know how these creatures digest food. One theory is that the plant matter is somehow pulverized, and the particulate matter is used to seed water droplets in its air pocket, maintaining the cloud. We wonder if the disposal of extra vegetation helps distribute plant seeds throughout the land. As might be expected, these cloud creatures can have a noticeable effect on the weather of this planet. This next entry showcases such an occurrence, for what we call thunder hares. These hares seem highly territorial, and their fights are quite explosive. What we guess to happen is that when two of these creatures become aggressive, they rise high in the atmosphere. Their air pocket being forced upward so rapidly then causes it to develop into a thunderstorm. That storm rages for as long as the rabbits fight. While this may be its own species, hence them getting their own name, we have evidence to believe that these creatures are simply the same as cumulus rabbits, simply during a fight. Their overall form and shape are similar to each other, and differences can be explained by their agitated state, causing the air to become turbulent. It is also possible what we call thunder hares and cumulus rabbits are simply different genders of the same species. This is only a loose theory though, as we have not observed any mating behavior amongst these creatures. This final entry is our last cloud rabbit, what we call cirrus rabbits. These are also the most mysterious of the cloud rabbits we have observed. They exist high in the atmosphere, too high up to be able to reach any plant vegetation for food, so we believe. They have also always been observed solo. What purpose does this creature have being so high in the atmosphere? We have considered that this might just be the final stage of the life cycle of a cloud rabbit before it dissipates. It could also be that some sort of distress could have caused the rabbit to rise high in the atmosphere, whether controlled or not. At this time, though, we do not know what could cause distress in these creatures, as we have not observed any sort of predation between cloud rabbits and other species of this world. But that being said, we have not logged enough observation time on this world to truly know how the ecosystem works. The final theory on the cirrus rabbit is that a natural rise of air in the atmosphere could have caused a cloud rabbit to rise uncontrolled into the upper region of the atmosphere, ultimately killing it. So we believe. Regardless of the reason, cirrus rabbits are by far the most ethereal of the cloud rabbits to watch. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you again with our next entry to the Compendium of Unnatural and Otherworldly Creatures. Goodbye.